Jack. Yeah? You gotta plant the beans, dude, so we can get this review going. Oh, right. There. I planted the beans. Great. On tabletop for review is LEGO Ideas Set 21315, Once Upon a Brick, the pop-up tales over here. So we have 859 pieces, and let's get into it. First, they have you build this novel, the binding and everything. This is a beautiful print. Thank God LEGO did not put a sticker on there, because how many sets have we seen those large plates, all the UCS sets? Honestly, with all the UCS sets, they should be printing every single one of them if they're able to print this, but this is the back. Honestly, the first two bags are this novel that you're building up, and I know that you have to build it, but it is kind of monotonous and tedious, and it pretty much just goes together while you shut off your brain. But anyhow, let's look at what's inside, and that's what's important. And what we have is this clever little pop-up design. Now, if you look at the original models, LEGO did dumb this down a little bit, this insert on the front of the booklet, to give it a little depth. That was diminished versus the original. The original does a much nicer job. I'm assuming LEGO did it for piece count in order to save some dollars from the MSRP, which is $69.99. But anyhow, this is Jack and the Beanstalk, and with it you build this micro-scale city for Jack, the clouds, and of course the Beanstalk grows and gets you up to the giant. And this is the giant minifigure. And he will fall down from that if we don't want to ruin the story with a couple spoilers there, but that is kind of how it rolls for the poor giant. And we have a couple nice prints of skulls there. He got a couple other jacks. And barrels, I'm assuming, are so he can drink some water or whatever he likes to drink as a giant. He's got the golden goose there and some golden eggs. He's going to bring those down to the city and share, I'm sure. And we have the micro scale Jack, which we were already playing with. How clever for LEGO to print a micro scale Jack. Little suspenders on him, and he's a cute little build. And this is my favorite of the two. Basically, the method in which they use a little string back here to raise this. As you can see, it kind of just folds up into itself as you close the booklet, and then the string will pull it back taut and go up. It is relatively easy to switch these out, and it does come with another build, so let's take a look at that real quick. You simply pop these pins, pop this separately, and it just latches on with a little clasp there. Fold it up, put it away. Then you can put Grandma's house together. It goes up into those little spots there. I think that's the right way to do that side. I don't remember, but we'll find out. And then you got Grandma's house, and it goes in the same way as Jack's land. You pop those pins in, Grandma's house is in there. Oh, little old Grandma. She's pretty plain, nothing too exciting for Grandma. I am a little upset that they don't have dual printed faces. I think those should have been included in the set. I don't really see why LEGO wouldn't have a dual printed face, but I guess it's kind of a LEGO more traditional build. It is a very clever little build. But Grandma's gonna take a little nap here. Get a little... Hello? Who is it?
Who is it? Who is it?
Nobody, ma'am. Just the postman. I got a package for you.
Oh, I better come see then.
And it was the big bad wolf all along. It wasn't the postman at all. He is a cool print, on the other hand. So I'm very happy to have this figure. You can see Grandma's clothing is all tattered up in there from her nightgown. And he'll just take a little rest in the bed and wait for Little Red Riding Hood to show up. And here she is, looking all swell. This is a neat little piece. There's a little hair, I don't know, hair, whatever you want to call it. There's a little bit of hair on that hood piece, which is very nice rather than having a printed piece on her head. She comes with 2 of these little croissant jelly cookies, and that is that. Oh, she has a back printing, but no dual printed face, just like the other figures. So these are the 2 included builds in this set, and you can kind of just play around and see what they do. We know how the stories unfold. I mean, Little Red Riding Hood, I think we're gonna know that she's gonna fall in love with Jack after he takes care of the big bad wolf, and there you go. And then they're gonna climb up into the beanstalk, and that's it. So, anyhow, that is the set 21315. It is a very clever little build. I'm gonna say that the first 2, was it the first 2 bags or the first 3 bags that is making the novel? Yeah, the first 3 bags are making the novel, actually. I'm sorry. I'd like to just change that real quick, but that's the first 3 bags are building the novel, and it goes so quick, and it's so kind of monotonous, but I guess it is kind of what it is. You want to build it up. So the sets themselves, like I said, I don't care for this one as much as the Jack and the Beanstalk. I think that's the better build of the 2. I'd like the little micro scale efforts that they use to do that, and I do have some pretty clever little ideas I'd like to expand on, and I think that's why you would buy this set. One thing I am going to say for Lego, no stickers at all, so that's an A+. But overall, I'm going to give the set a B+ for total effort. The figures are nice, but it would have been nice to have a dual printed face on all of them. And the build for Grandma's house, we can see it real quick here, is not all that great. I mean, I guess what are you going to do for Grandma's house? You have to keep it within 2 studs. So that's kind of their limitation on these sets. But I think they could have done something a little bit better. And if you look back at the original creator sets, these would have been nice to have been elaborated on a little bit like their original sets. But overall, $69.99. I do think it's a very clever little build with some clever, not difficult, and I guess they're not even really, other than the booklet itself, to provide these pins that are so easily swapped out into new builds. I mean, that's really where this creative set gets the most value from. So I'm going to leave it at that. It is a B+ in my opinion for this set. And I do intend on building some other sets into this. I think that's where the real value of this lies, is to create something new, some new stories that you can tell with TheBrokeBrick, of course, wherever he went off to. And I intend on doing so. So again, like, subscribe, and comment down below, guys. Thanks for viewing.